It's a pint. It comes in pints.
Oh.
I can get you one. It's a pint. It comes in pints.
Oh.
I can get you one. It's a pint. It comes in pints.
Oh.
I can get you one. It's a pint. It comes in pints.
Oh.
I can get you one. It's a pint. It comes in pints.
Oh.
I can get you one.
Hi, everybody. Now that I think we have the pint issue figured out.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
And that's working. Hi.
Witch! I'm not a witch, I'm your wife! But after what you just said, I'm not even sure I want to be that anymore!
Oh, okay. Gonna be a better evening than a day. Yeah, good start. Yeah, I think so. The pint issue was it's supposed to count, obviously, but whenever I had copied the settings or the commands or whatever for mix it up to count that stuff, it was written out in text. It wasn't like an actual screenshot of what the thing is supposed to look like. And I think I got an errant punctuation in there that wasn't supposed to be. And so it wasn't able to count correctly. But now we fixed that. So we're good. All right. What all do we have to work on? All right, so I'm going to hold off on Scar for the moment. Hold off on this one because I don't know how that works. I will take this over to Remy because it seems like it should be a pretty quick thing.
My friends, the trolls, would love you.
There are so many freaking people in this valley now.
This place is no Paris, but I can work with it.
Found this weird cookbook. Oh, I'm intrigued. I'll meet you at Chez Remy and we can look at it there.
Hope to see you soon.
All right, fine. Thank you for standing directly in the doorway, Maui. Culinary mystery, absolutely. So I found this cookbook in the Glade of Trust. Looks like it got wet. Only the first recipe is kind of legible, and even then it's hard to make out. Think you could help me figure it out? Of course. I can make out that it needs shrimp. Okay, the list of other ingredients is too soggy to read, but let me see if I can make out some of the instructions. Oh, I think I've seen cooking techniques like this before. No question about it. This is Cajun food. Okay. Something's coming out of the cookbook. That's... Okay, memory. So it looks like Princess and the Frog, because that is almost 100% guaranteed to be Tiana. Hi, Jenny. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. All right. Let's see. Veggie pasta, fish sandwich.
Hey, it's you!
Dr. Remy. I'm remembering a picnic of sorts with you there. And it's jogging something else in my memory. The taste of that dish is starting to come back to me. Good. Glad you're finally getting to sit down and play.
Uh-huh.
It's always nice to be able to actually sit down and do something fun at the end of a long day. Okay. So, bouillabaisse, fish sandwich, veggie pasta. Let's see what we can make out of those. Recipes. Baize, I don't have the shrimp. Okay. Veggie pasta I can make. And then the other one was a fish sandwich, which I can make. Upgrade Moana's boat, which I already did. It just hadn't pinged me yet. Okay.
Hey there!
Nobody in the village is faster than you, Vanellope. I have your order of veggie pasta. It's probably good that she's eating vegetables instead of candy. Okay, leveled up. Thought I'd play Infinity Nick your DDV, but Palea still has my heart. Yeah, Palea is definitely a lot of fun, and it's really exciting that they finally are
We gotta move.
getting Elderwood out. I was not aware that there was a gold cap in Palea. I'm not terribly surprised by that, but Maui fishing, it just seems appropriate. Okay. What is that? I see 9,999,999. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
About how much further do you have? Oh, one too many nines, 900. Okay, so just under a million. Okay. About how far do you have to go on that?
What would I do? Ah. Yeah. All right, Maui out.
A little over 700. Very nice. Must have been working on that for a while. Is that a lot of cooking parties or a lot of mining? As long as I stay out of the underground, it'll be good. There really isn't much else to buy. Yeah.
Hey, how about we do something together? Hi. Yeah. Huh? Huh. Woohoo! See ya real soon.
Just a lot of grinding. Haven't been to a cooking party. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of on my list as well to try and get some more gold. I think, thanks to the efforts of Wim, I have about 200k. I tried to not spend a whole lot, just that way I have plenty to go into Elderwood with. Just that way, if there's anything super pricey right off the bat that I want to do or pick up or whatever, I can get it. But it's probably unlikely that I would ever get anywhere near the gold cap. But yeah, you're doing great if you're over 700k. I think you'll definitely make it, because we still have what, 2 weeks before that comes out. Hunting is the way you've been making a lot of it, and your jam makers. Yeah, jamming and farming is definitely an excellent way to go about that. I don't know about that, but if he thinks catfish live in lakes, he definitely doesn't know anything about fish. Everyone knows catfish are from the ocean. I'm pretty sure they're... I love native to the supermarket. Use all the meat for the worm farms and sell the fertilizer and worms. Okay. I have not tried that. I might look at that. Right now I have one of each of the glowworm farms and regular worm farms. But I definitely should get better about turning over that stuff. Right now I had cleared up my my garden plot so that I could rearrange it so that I can try and make better gold for that exact purpose, but I have not logged back in. I think I had 2 more blueberry bushes that I needed to get rid of before I'm able to do that. So I'll have to log in later and check that out. All right. Inventory, so give that to Goofy. Oh wait, no. Okay, collection, characters. Okay, Goofy is at level 8, so it still benefits me to give him stuff.
I hope Donald isn't giving you too much trouble.
I think one of the few unfortunate things about this game is just that they had to they didn't have the rights to the original voice actors. So the characters just don't sound, as far as my memory goes, they just don't sound quite right. And I know it's one of those things that it's like change is a thing and you just kind of have to get used to it, but you know, it's hard to do sometimes. Okay, I was looking for Goofy. ¿Dónde está, señor Goofy? Is he in his house? Over here. I need to keep making progress with Maui so that I can get my pickaxe upgraded too. Goofy, oh Goofy. Hey there, burying the eel. You're looking for an eel, are you sure? They're slippery as eels. A hook? Well, you're going to need worms and a fishing trap. I always find lots of worms burrowing around the ponds in the meadow. You just gotta dig them up, then craft a trap with wood and head to the water to place your trap. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between Dreamlight Valley and Palia. Trying to get a few things together for Elderwood. I'm not entirely sure what I need at this point. So I'll poke in there occasionally and just like cycle my farm. And try and get a little bit of gold. And then, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Not on the same level as the rest of the community is, just, but looking forward to new quests and things like that. Right now, my big focus has been on finishing the bundles for the, what are they called? Arrows and bug bombs, probably going to be great things to have. I've been focusing on the vaults, the bundles for the vaults. I've actually made pretty good progress. It's just down to kind of some of the rarer, the temples. It's just down to some of the rarer, like fish and things like that. And then I have to do a little bit of leveling for some of the cooking recipes still.
Gosh, I could use some help.
We'll get there.
Oh.
Bundles are tough. Yeah, I spent a couple of hours, either last night or the night before, grinding for one specific type of fish. Right now, I actually, before I went to bed last night, I had set up my worm farms to get both, so that I can continue fishing. That's honestly the biggest thing that I need right now. Yeah, the bundles are definitely not easy. Okay, so he said near the lake in the meadow. Inventory is full. Okay, I need to go sell some stuff. Completing the starred quality fish and bugs were tough, but the starred ruby almost did me in. Yeah, I've
Love sunshiny days.
the starred stuff is super difficult, and I'm really one of the vault things calls for a rainbow tip butterfly, and I'm really not looking forward to getting to that part, just because I've heard how difficult it is to get those. Okay.
Hey there.
Okay.
Gosh, look at all the great stuff I got.
Go sell some stuff before we try picking up anything else.
Hi there, pal.
That's true. Getting the star quality and the plushie are definitely not easy. I do not have great luck with the plushes. You know, I did okay when we did the fishing party, just because there were so many people fishing. And I actually got a couple of the fish plushes within the first couple of days, but I haven't gotten too many since then. All right, there we go. That's more room.
Gosh.
Stole the fruit. One worm. All of a sudden, I just hear Wim singing from the other room about the, don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? And I'm like, thankfully, my wife is hot like you, so, I'll take that as a win. Let's see if she's actually paying attention. Okay, definitely gonna fish this up. One of the hardest things is trying to remember the control differences between between Dreamlight Valley and Palia, because the controls are just close enough that it throws you off a little bit. Come on. I do like that the pools are different colors, though, to kind of indicate what you're gonna possibly get out of them. Okay. We need one more worm. And I do want to kind of prioritize the Maui quests because I believe those are the ones that lead to a couple of the pickaxe upgrades. That is my frustration with Dreamlight Valley, Infinity, Nikki, but Paleo is the first game we even played close to this since Farmville, Farmtown. Oh, wow. I never got too deep into Farmville. But yeah, I definitely understand the controls being frustrating. Like I said, they're so close that it's like, guys, can we make it consistent, please? It's one of the hard things about gaming on consoles as well is the the controllers are also similar, but the buttons are in different spots and they do different things. It's like, okay, let's be consistent here. And again, trying to use my Paleo button to change my tools to go fishing. Hi, Stitch. As soon as I catch this fish, I will turn around and I will say hello. Because you can't ignore Stitch. Aloha. Very sleepy Stitch. Such sleepy. Grimpy too. Badness level go up. Don't worry, Stitch. I just need to gather some things and I'll have a steaming cup of coffee for you in no time.
It's a pint. It comes in pints. Oh. I can get you one.
Welcome in.
It's a pint. It comes in pints. Oh. I can get you one.
Well, it seems to be working consistently now, so got that figured out, which is always nice.
It's a pint. It comes in pints. Oh. I can get you one.
How's everybody doing? Are y'all farting? Okay, I've gathered the items. Talk to Moana. Do you recall having a picnic in the Glade of Trust with some of the other villagers? I'm trying to figure out the recipe of this mystery meal and who cooked it by talking to everyone who was there. Mickey remembered that the recipe had a base of rice. Hey, just let me think. I remember it was delicious and different from anything I'd ever had on Motunui. Okay. It was the onions. They were different. Not really sweet, but they had this wonderful full flavor from being cooked down. Okay. Let's see. That sounds quite tasty, or who could have made that meal? Oh, who could have made it? I wish I could remember. One more ingredient down. Thanks, Moana. You were a big help.
This is great. Let's talk later.
Okay. So we need the fishing trap. Functional items. Furniture. Yeah, fishing trap. Got plenty of softwood. Got the worms. That's all we need for that. Place the fishing trap near the dock on Dazzle Beach. Excuse me. Oh, the dock is on the other side. Yeah, I really do need to figure out the pickaxe upgrade. Just so that I stop having to run around. Okay. Fishing trap. Oh, it has to go in the water. Duh. Okay.
It's a pint. It comes in pints.
Hi, Rudy. Welcome in.
I can get you one.
I know it's a silly thing, but having that, having that counter working is just a load off my mind. Maui. Probably ran right past him. Not quite, but...
I can see into the future.
While you're here,
So I know you should come talk
what
to
sort of
me.
food do you wish to discuss? I recently recall a memory of you sharing a meal with some other villagers in the Glade of Trust. Came out of this magical looking cookbook, and I'm trying to figure out the recipe. I think it might be the key to finding the villager who cooked it. Remy already confirmed that it needs milk. I've already spoken with Moana and Mickey. They remembered that it had onion and rice.
Oh,
It's coming back to me. I do recall sharing that dish is quite tasty and rather spicy. We like spicy. Chili peppers are the next ingredient.
what nonsense.
Dish wasn't just spicy, it was magically spicy. Okay.
Outstanding. Alakazam.
Oh. Thanks for the pepper.
Oh, this dreamlight. You're doing quite well.
And there's Maui.
Good. You're here. We gotta move. Okay. All right. Maui out.
Alright. So catch an eel attracted by the bait in the fishing trap. Go back over here. Did it again.
Doesn't anyone here know how to have fun?
Got an ad for Subaru that had doggos and puppies, and then an ad to quit vaping, feeling very targeted. Yeah, it's a little bit scary sometimes, the ads that pop up on Twitch. It's just, it's not right. They shouldn't, they have no right to know us that well. Okay.
Maui always has time for his fans. Oh.
Great, now all we have to do is plant it on the beach, and don't forget to water it. Soon you're going to have a coconut tree courtesy of yours truly. Maui, I kind of did all the work on this one. Yeah. Alright, not going to worry about it. Yeah, using dogs and puppies in ads is just not fair. It is absolutely cheating. Women I had actually looked at
I bet I'm the first demigod you've met, right?
Suck me in every time. Absolutely. Wim and I had actually looked at a Subaru at one point before we bought our Escape. But we just decided it was a little more costly than we were looking for at the time. And whenever we left, the dealership, we'd been there for a little bit, and we were driving home, and we were like, well, do we really want to do this? Because, yeah, we actually have an Edge now, but whenever we started off with a 2012 Focus, and we were trying to upgrade from that, just because at the time we were driving, 45 minutes to work each way on the I-10, which is a nightmare in the area that we were driving. Just a lot of trucks and stuff, constant rocks and all that. We were thinking about it. We were like, okay, do we really, after we left the Subaru dealership, we were having a hard time deciding if we wanted to keep looking or just wait a little bit longer. And as we were driving home from the Subaru dealership, we were still thinking about the Subaru, but then we were thinking about an Escape as well. And as we were about to get to the exit where we needed to get off the Ford dealership, we were passing by a big semi truck on the I-10, and a tire blew on the semi, and it was a Focus, so it's a smaller car. The whole car shifted like to the left, and both of us just kind of looked at each other. We're like, we're getting a bigger car. That was not an experience we wanted to repeat. Okay. So, catch some fish in the ocean. We'll go back to that. Yeah, we ended up going with the Escape, and we were really happy with it. But then unfortunately, we ran into an issue with it because the battery died on us without any warning. And of course, it died on a Friday night, and we couldn't get in anywhere to get it changed because with that model year, nobody except for Ford would mess with it because you had to take out take off the windshield wipers and all sorts of crazy stuff to get to be able to change the battery. And everybody was like, no, you got to go to the Ford dealership. And even that we couldn't get into either. So we were just like, okay, we're going to look at a new car. Alright, capture. Only issue we had with our Escape was a recall for the transmission, so like a 40K we had the... Well, I mean, honestly though, it's good that they replaced it because you're going to get even more life out of it now. And like we went from... Yeah. There was a ridiculous storm the night that we traded in the Escape. We went from an Escape to a RAV4, from a RAV4 to a Chevy Trailblazer and a Hyundai Kona, and then we went back to the Ford Edge just because we weren't really getting full use out of having two cars. But we both like Fords, and thankfully we got out of the Focus before we had any actual issues that needed to be fixed with the Focus. That was the year that the model stretch that they put a new transmission in, and there was something with the transmission that they ended up having to replace a bunch of them for free under warranties. So we managed to get out of that before that became an issue for us. which we're very fortunate. I was kind of mad at the guy for a little while, though, because like I had asked him whenever we were driving around, like we went in for the first service, and I could tell that there was something just not quite right about the transmission, because it wouldn't shift well in low gears and stuff like that. And I asked him, and he's like, "Oh no, it's normal. You gotta," because it was a brand new car. Like we drove it off the lot with like 3 miles on it, and he's like, "No, new cars are just like that." Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. And it turned out to be a bigger issue, so I was kind of mad at the guy then. And he ended up being the guy that helped us upgrade from the Focus to the Escape. So he bought himself a little bit of favor back, because he managed to find one the exact color that we wanted and all that good stuff. Yeah, for the most part, I really like Fords. I think women's kind of ambivalent on them. No, it was not purple. So we actually had 2 Focuses in a row. And the first one was red. The second one was silver, and then whenever we got the Escape, it was that dark gray. I think they call it like magnetic or something like that. It looked really good. And then the RAV4 that we got was white, because that was the only car, that was the only color that they had. That one was funny because it was like right in the middle of the pandemic, and so it was like we had submitted our information to the Toyota dealership that was close by, and it was like 8 o'clock at night, and the guy calls us. I did not mean to do that. The guy from the dealership calls us, and he's like, "So I have a RAV4 here if you want to come down and take a look at it. But if you want to have any realistic expectation of buying it, you need to come down tonight, because there were like 9 or 10, I think, other people that had appointments to view and test drive that same RAV4 the next day." And we were like, "All right, we'll come down." And we got down and we test drove it and loved it, and we ended up buying it that night. Thing had fantastic gas mileage. Yeah, so far we have not managed, we have not actually picked the color of any of our cars lately. Just, I always get you, yeah. Yeah, that one I was a little more willing to believe him on, because we got down there and there were not very many cars on the lot.
This valley is just too adorable.
Never forget, your imagination is a powerful magic.
And this zone I have not even started looking at yet. I unlocked it the other night. Accidentally, I was just trying to do some stuff offline. You know, just farming and trying to get gold and stuff like that, so that I could actually make progress while I was online, which I've been able to do. And so I came up here and I unlocked it, and then I just didn't touch it. Yeah, the last couple of cars we have just kind of taken the color that they've offered. I'm hoping that eventually it'll get back to a point where we get to pick. But at this point, we're not going to be looking anytime soon. We've had the Edge for less than a year at this point, so obviously no intention of trading it in anytime soon unless they come up with a smoking deal on the, I would really like to get a Mustang Mach-E at some point, the all-electric one, but we'll see about that. We'll see. Depends on the size and all that. Loneliness is sharp. It cuts me like glass in my fingers, but it's much more awful than broken glass because I cannot see it or avoid it. Okay. Okay, so I need a picture of Scrooge's store. Remy's restaurant. And one of the Dream Castle. So what's everybody up to this weekend? Any big plans? I don't know why I'm asking that. It's only Wednesday night. My brain is absolutely convinced that it is Friday, and it's not. Silly brain, you need to take a chill pill. The following pillars in Dreamlight Valley. Okay, pillar. Yeah, I wish it was Friday too. I don't know why my brain was just like, we're going on vacation. Yeah, nothing really planned this weekend. No work, so going to catch up on some sleep. Sleep is good. Sleep is always good. Glad you don't have to work this weekend. Saturday. For Saturday's, I'm actually glad I'm streaming Dreamlight Valley tonight. For Saturday's stream, I am in another community that I'm in. There's a big group of us that play randomizers. So we're starting a asynchronous multi-world randomizer. We're starting that Saturday morning. I think around, I believe it was noon Eastern. So I'm going to be streaming Ocarina of Time this weekend. Pillar of Power. Was that not what I just did? Excuse me. I wonder if it's because I haven't actually, like, unlocked it yet or whatever. Or if is this the Pillar of Power, maybe? Well, no, I don't think that's it. Oh, it could be this one right here. There we go. Okay, Pillar of Courage in the Forest of Valor, which is going to be up this way. Yeah, I've had that happen the last couple of weeks, though, where I'm like, it's Wednesday or Thursday, and my brain's like, okay, tomorrow's, the weekend. Like, no, it's not. Sadly. Pillar of Trust in the Glade of Trust. At some point, I need to fix my fast travel stuff. Hey, nerd, how you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a very pleasant evening. I am doing well, other than my brain keeps trying to trick me into telling me that it's the wrong days of the week. A couple minutes ago, I was very briefly convinced that it was Friday night. And that is not the case. No, sadly it's not. I think everybody wishes it was. Plumbers were there all day. Oh, yeah. Rudy had mentioned that you guys were having some issues. Hopefully they were able to get that fixed, or most of the way fixed. It's a special hat. I'll put on something extra special for our photo. Okay. Inventory, wardrobe, hats. They did finish, but poor dude's had a long day. Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine it was an easy day, but I'm glad they were able to finish.
Hey there, pal. How about a chat?
It's what I call one fancy hat, just what the scrapbook needs. Real happy we captured this memory in a picture. Yeah, we can make even more memories for the scrapbook.
This place is the cat's pajamas.
It's always sandwich time, Goofy. Go get you some food. Give Goofy Fortnite emotes. I'm so glad the new season starts in Fortnite soon. We can get back to beating up on people that aren't necessarily as skilled. 2,000 V-Bucks that you're saving. Inventory's full. Okay, fine. Man, I'm gonna lose all those fish that are just hanging out on the ground there. Is there a specific skin that you're saving them for?
Good to see ya.
You know what? I'm just gonna dump all these ones that are gifts, because I'll get more. Figure first wave of new season will be solid. Yeah. They're...
Do I smell rosemary?
You know they're going to bring back a bunch of the older Star Wars skins and stuff, so definitely makes sense to hold on to it.
Oh, neat. Goodbye.
Like the Borderlands bundle. Yeah, I know a lot of people were kind of up in the air on how they felt about that being brought back. Not one that I was super interested in. And, you know, people having or not having the rare skins doesn't really bother me that much. Like, I know I missed out on stuff, and that's okay. Like, but I know some people are super weird about it. Announced Borderlands 4 will be released sooner than dated initially. Okay. Yeah, I know they are doing a lot of cross-promotion stuff. Like, you know, they put in the Thunderbolts bundle, and that comes out Friday. That one I might get. There's There's a couple in there that I'm thinking about getting. The Thunderbolts is one, but I'll probably wait until next week to get that one. Oh, and some cross-marketing. Yeah. I mean, and it makes sense. Like, it's the same thing with, like, Rocket League. Like, if you're gonna do stuff, you might as well use it to promote all of your games.
Wow, you are really getting this.
I know Wim said that she had logged in earlier and got a bunch of stuff, so looks like the Battle Pass stuff may have updated. No. I was mentioning that earlier, like, you can definitely tell some of the characters, they got really close, or, like, the actual voice actor. Others, it's like, you missed the mark on that one. Okay, so 5 more ocean fish. Nope. Kingdom Hearts is really difficult to beat. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen another one of those come out in a while. If I recall, the last one was kind of not great. I haven't actually played them, so I can't say for sure. Okay, I don't have any food. I can pick up a couple of bananas. Oh, you know what? I don't need to do that because there's bananas on the beach here. Or there should be banana trees here. Unless I moved them.
I'm having a pretty good day.
I must have moved them. Wish they'd make the Kingdom Hearts games turn-based. Yeah. I think that was part of my issue with them, is I didn't like care for the combat system. Well, I can do that to get Mother Gothel out of here. Someone modded a turn-based game to have free combat. Yeah. Well, and it's interesting because I know they did. I'm pretty sure they did that with the whenever they redid or are in the process of redoing Final Fantasy VII. I think they added, like, it's optional. You can pick which style of it you want. Yeah. Okay. Even in third person, you have to play turn-based attack and retreat. Yeah. Yeah, I think the farthest I ever got with Kingdom Hearts 1 was... I think I'd finished, like, the first segment of the gummy ship. And I think that's as far as I made it. So at some point I should go back and play them. I think I actually bought them on Xbox at one point. Well, that was a big waste. Didn't even get me a full bar. Alright, so I'm going to go back and forgot to give this to Mother Gothel. And then first one you can see it on PS2, Why Was Beloved.
What a pleasure.
2025, very antiquated. Yeah, I feel like that's the problem with a lot of those. Like, I even tried,
Yes!
I've tried Final Fantasy multiple times. And have not been successful with playing it.
Thank you.
Merely points toward the next step in finding the Sunstone and restoring the giant willow. It goes on and on about power, magic, blah, blah, blah. But then it says that the remaining clues lie in a cave in the valley, and only the fire from an item called the Sunlight Torch can reveal them. Is there anything special about them? We must have 3 of them, 1 for each milestone of the day. Dawn, midday, and sunset. You'll need some magic sap to act as a combustible. But I've already gotten that for you. Okay. Don't worry about your cute little head about the recipe. I have it right here. You can mod Final Fantasy VII on PC. Frosty tools to use the cutscene models so much higher quality than in the normal game. Okay.
What are you waiting for? Go!
Yeah, you would think that I would take more advantage of being able to mod games on the PC. Okay. I got that. That will...
Sheesh, this place is bonkers.
Got some fruit, so that'll hopefully help me with my stamina for a little bit.
Well, what do you know?
Okay, 2 more. One more. Sweet. See if I actually catch a fish out of this one. Yep. Alright. Talk to Donald. We've got a whole bunch of fish, and none of them were catfish. Maybe Goofy was right. That's impossible. I promise I saw catfish just over here the other day. Follow me. Donald, we're walking away from the beach, yo. This is not the ocean. Not a catfish. It's a time capsule. Yes, give him the capsule. Found another one of the time capsules I hid around the village. Give it to me. Okay, dude. Well, let's screw it on tight. Just got it twisted. Here, I unlocked it. You open it. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you did. Okay. Okay, let's go to the Sunlit Plateau. Okay. What do we have?
This valley is just too adorable.
Okay, so it's up here. Now, I wish I could. Collection memories. Okay. So, curved set of bones. Sunlit Plateau is so hot today, I've got to remember to keep away from the elephant graveyard. That place gives me the creeps. Yes, the elephant graveyard would tend to give just about anybody the creeps. Unless you're a hyena. Give him the time capsule. Another time capsule. Yes, another time capsule. But this one looks different. And it's locked up tight. Whatever's in here must be super important. I'll try bashing it against a rock for a while. Thanks for your help. We never did manage to find a catfish in the ocean. Oh. Ah, phooey. Maybe Goofy was right after all. You should apologize. Okay. Yeah, you're here. I don't think I've had a daily conversation with you. Okay. Level 8, nice.
a perfect day for a race.
So, onion and rice.
Oh, if you see Moana, tell her Maui says you're welcome.
While we're here, leave that one. Don't take that one. Doing some looking for something the other day, and it was talking about the best way to be able to see what's going on in like all the biomes and stuff like that. It's like, take out all your trees. So we're gonna do that. It just makes it so much easier to see because you don't have to worry about all the shadows and stuff being in your way. Not foliage. The other thing that it said to do was to find, it's not furniture, landscaping, trees, to take the plaza trees, which I know I have. Am I just out? Well, I know I have the tall ones, but right there. But a website I was looking at for tips said basically take the plaza trees and plant them in basically like a grid, and it will always 2, 3 put your wood that drops in this area so that you're not having to chase it all over the freaking zone. So then, once I pick up all the other ones, anything in the future will just drop off those trees there. Way easier to deal with. Because the type of tree that is planted in the zone is irrelevant. It'll drop the appropriate type of wood for the zone, not based on the tree. Which I found interesting.
Wow, I wish all my friends could see this place.
Mustn't stay in the sun, dear. Terrible for the complexion.
Hi there, pal.
Okay, we're gonna sell some stuff. Nope. Oh, that stuff is fine because it's not marked with a quest. Keep those, sell those, keep those.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I just sold a bunch of seaweed that I could have used for my fiber for that quest. Do I need this? Absolutely not. We listen and we don't judge. Okay, I need to bury the eel at the beach. That just sounds mildly inappropriate. I'll bury your eel at the beach. Giggity. Okay, so tend to that until it grows into a coconut tree. That's fine, I'll come back for that later. You have mail, not doing yet. Onion and rice. Ingredients. Onion, Forest of Valor. Rice, Glade of Trust.
How's it going? Whoa!
One onion, please, Mr. Goofy.
Whoa!
Alright, that's all you're getting out of me. Okay. that. Rice. Onion. Shrimp, onion, rice, milk. Did I sell that shrimp? I sold that shrimp. Alright, back to the beach.
My neighbors are fabulous.
Well, while we're here, water the coconut tree. No shrimp. Okay. Okay, well, that's good that I'm fishing, because that'll get me some fiber back, too. Okay. Fish. Okay, Tassel Beach, it's here. Of course. That's another thing that I do like about Dreamlight Valley compared to Palia, is that the if you miss them, the fishing spots don't disappear on you. That's one thing that has been kind of frustrating me a little bit in Palia the last couple of days as I've been fishing. Okay. That cloak really flies out there. Excuse me.
Wow, what an amazing day.
Did our playlist run out? No. Just a quiet song. Okay.
Oh, gosh. It
I was trying to figure out who was sitting on that bench over there. It's Daisy.
This valley is just too adorable. Oh. Yeah. Oh, have you got a story for me?
There we go. Okay. Now we can go back and cook the Cajun recipe.
I suppose everyone's been telling you that I'm the bad guy.
Wow, you are really getting this.
Alright. So, it was rice, the dreamlight pepper, the scrimp, and the onion. And apparently I don't have any coal now. I am super A1 plus at this game, y'all. I pick one up. I did not. Okay. That should have been one. Rice. Scrimp. Onion. Dreamlight pepper. Okay, so I just can't do it here. Rice, pepper, scrimp, onion. All right. Maybe I need to talk to Remy and get his help.
This village smells like
Bonjour.
magic? Is that a thing? Au revoir.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
All right. Got him to level 2. I have him help with gardening too, since
perfect
he's
day
my
for it.
cook. Let's see. That's why. Apparently I need a milk as well. Okay, rice. Dreamlight peppers. Milk, which apparently I already had one of. Shrimp. Onion. There we go. All right, let's see. Fish soup. You can do that. Savory fish. You can do that.
Oh, hello.
Excuse me.
Excellent. Hello. Yeah.
Hey, what took you so long?
Hey.
I'm just kidding. Hey.
Okay. Alright. Progress there. Oh. Well, I need to talk to Moana. Not Maui.
Oh, hey there. Ah! See ya real soon.
This is truly the perfect place to live.
I need Moana and Remy still. And now Maui as well.
Hello. I don't know.
All right.
Huh?
Okay, so this is going to be
You're
the
the real
first
deal, kid.
pickaxe upgrade. Should be.
Oh.
Basket next to my boat on the island where we met. Okay.
All right. Maui out.
Hello? Woo! A perfect day for a picnic.
Moana is exactly in the direction that I need to go, so that's good. So we got that going for us.
See you soon.
All right, we got Tiana unlocked.
Oh, yes. Well, hey there. I've got an idea with your name on it.
Have some etouffee.
All right. Oh, my. Ah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's Peachy Keen.
I'm gonna fix this at some point, but this will at least get the quest done. Out of my quest log.
you know, I've got some new goods at the store.
Well, hey there. I've got an idea with your name on it. Oh. Uh-huh. Bye now. Huh.
Well,
Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, my.
okay.
So long.
Now we'll head to Maui. You know what? That way that space isn't as cramped.
What a perfect day for a race.
I'm working on the coffee stitch. There's just so many quests to do. Little Knickknack's winter wardrobe. Little Knickknack's summer wardrobe. Uncle Knickknack. Okay. We'll take the free seaweed for the fiber. No. Oh, this is not the right spot. I need to go back. The realm is in here. Or at least I believe it is. Okay. Bring Maui the items you gathered.
If you need help, Maui's your guy. I don't know. It's Maui time!
Okay, fresh 5-star meal from Maui. Okay. The cheese I can get in there. Tomatoes. I cannot.
Need anything from the market? Just come see me.
Have you got a story for me?
No. Part of the thing with fast travel in this game is I forgot, or they updated it to where you don't necessarily have to be at the fountain to be able to use the fountain. There we go. I was like, I know I have tomato seeds here somewhere.
Hi there, pal. Whoa! Oh, I just love some.
You are cute and lovely.
Alright. So I'm going to plant these. Don't remember how fast they grow, so I'll probably hang out for a minute.
What's the scoop? Oh, it's you.
House is right here, so save the food. Okay. Just needed to blow my nose, didn't feel like blowing out eardrums. Okay. Fjord, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for the bits. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful evening.
It's a pint. It comes in pints.
Enjoy your pint.
I can get you one.
We're just hanging out, waiting for some tomatoes to grow. We're slowly but surely working through quests here. Got a lot that are locked. I'm trying to keep it moderately. Gabzilla, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Hope your evening is going well. Hope you managed to escape work already. I think you'd said you had to work late tonight. I hope that's... Hi. I hope you've managed to escape, or that it's at least being kind to you. You're still shaking your mouse. Yeah, definitely have had those days where it's like, okay, we're just waiting. Poke. Yeah. Oh, hi, Christoph. Looks like you have a quest. Oh, hey, do you have a minute? Always. Thanks. Glad you think of me as a friend, because this is a little odd. Yeah, the struggle is real. While Donald was off on the other side of that dark portal, I was living in the woods for a pretty long time. How did you survive by yourself? Easy. I know the plants I can eat, and I made myself a shelter. Okay, I was pretty comfortable, but when he got back, Donald pointed out there was one thing I was missing. Soap. Reindeers are better than people. Would you be up for helping me make some soap? Sure. Great, thanks. You know, you kind of remind me of someone, but I can't remember exactly who she was. Strange. Was it your girlfriend?
Wow.
Well, to make soap, I need lye. Now, I don't want to scare you, but it's kind of complicated to make. You might want to take notes. For lye, we need ashes. Yeah. I made a campfire near the entrance to the Frosted Heights. If you could get some of the burned logs there, you can grind them into ashes at a crafting station. What do I do next? After that, you boil the ashes like any other meal to make lye. Once you've got that, come see me and we can talk about what to do next. Okay, got it. I'll figure out what else we need while you make the lye. Remember, my camp was near the entrance to the Frosted Heights in the forest.
Oh, hey, wait. Could we talk?
Okay. Yeah, we can go ahead and do that while we wait for the tomatoes to grow. Hey, look. It's a big pile of burned logs. Take these back. Some free stamina while we're here. Let's see. Oh, grind the burned logs into ashes first, and then you boil the ashes. Do that while we're here too. Boil the ashes at any cooking station to extract lye. Start cooking. Okay, we got that. Bring the lye to Kristoff. But what if I don't want to lie to Kristoff? He's so sweet and innocent. You should always tell the truth to those kinds of people. Alright. Kristoff, where did you go? These characters are super fast sometimes.
I could use a hand over here. Hello.
Hey, great looking lye. Nice work. Okay, the next ingredient we need for soap is oil. I usually use carrot oil.
You are a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, Maui's definitely using coconut oil for his hair.
Get over here.
And I'm going to land right on his head.
Oh, hey. Mm-hmm.
Coconut oil, yeah. Okay. I think that is going to be it for the evening, because I need the tomatoes to grow. I need the carrots to grow, which I need to get carrot seeds first, so... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it there for the evening. Who is doing what? Who do we want to raid into? You know, there just aren't very many people playing Dreamlight Valley. Okay, we are going to... Oh, okay, caught it. We are going to go ahead and raid out. We're going to raid... I have not played Infinity Nikki, so we're going to go watch some of that for a bit. Check that out. So if everybody wants to come with me, go ahead and go ahead and copy whichever one is appropriate for you. We're going to go watch some Infinity Nikki. So thank you everybody so much for coming by. Greatly appreciate it. Like I said, if you were not here earlier, I will be playing as part of a multi-world randomizer on Saturday morning. I'll be playing randomized Ocarina of Time. I forget the settings that I did, so it's going to be a real good time while we try to figure that out. Yeah, maybe live tomorrow night or Friday night. We'll see. But definitely at least Saturday morning. So, yeah, thank you so much for coming and hanging out and chatting with me. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. We are going to raid Itzy and Watson, who's playing Infinity Nikki. And it does look like they have drops on. So if you're playing Infinity Nikki, enjoy your drops. Thank you so much. And we will talk to you next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.